Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk the Last Autumn. So we're on our secret mission to build the generators so that we can survive the pending apocalypse. But it is not always an easy thing to do. So we have some housing set up, which is good. We don't have that to worry about anymore. But we are starting to get a little bit low on our food rations. So we have some people going out at the moment to collect some food for us. We're also researching the docks so that we can start fishing. And hopefully that's going to sort out our problem rather quickly. Now, what we are going to do is, I think one of our next objectives is to build the telegraph station and request more people or supplies. At the moment, I think that could be rather nice for us. So we're going to go ahead and build that. And I think, do we want to put this over here by the docks, or do we want to go ahead and... yeah, maybe put it by that station there. Now, we're not going to destroy any timber, so I guess that is a viable spot. You know what? I think thematically it probably makes sense to put it near the dock, just in case. So let's go ahead and pop that there. That should be fine. And then what else can we do? Can we... yeah, we can make a public house, which I feel like wouldn't be a bad idea. Decrease our discontent just a bit. So let's go ahead and build that out over here so we don't need to put down any... yeah, so we don't have to put down any more roads. That should be fine for now. And yeah, we will see about that. So at the moment we do have 5 extra engineers just standing around. We should... let's see. I don't know if the telegraph station needs anybody there. The public house will need a couple. But I think we're about to finish up with some of these piles of... yeah, there we are. We'll finish up with these wood piles fairly soon, and we'll move them on to other jobs. Yeah, that should work out rather well as the cookhouse. In fact, you know what? In about 7 hours... hang on, that'll be during the middle of the night. Yeah, we're going to have some hungry people. This is going to be a bit of a predicament, I dare say. Yeah, and 7 hours on that fishing. Yeah, we're in for a little bit of trouble. But I guess we just have to go with what we've got. Not much we can do about that. We also can switch these things over to steel and coal. At the moment, I'm not 100% sure what we need, but we're going to stick with the timber, as that's going to be a very important thing as we continue building out many buildings. So what have we got? Bathhouse established. Has now been built, and people can now take care of their hygiene needs. Motivation rises. All right, fantastic. That's good to see. Now, one thing I did read was apparently we have... oh, wait a second. Amount of resources required daily to maintain this building's operation. Oh, so we do need coal. Okay, I did not realize that that was the case. Okay, so that is going to be quite important that we have some coal. Aha. Right. Well, we do have some coal piles back there. I don't think we have to worry about any, yeah, I think we don't have anyone working at them at the moment, but we may need all of that. We might actually find that switching this over from timber to coal could be a good idea. We've got enough timber at the moment, and we're far enough ahead. We've only got 1 day's worth. Switching to another resource will stop unloading for some time. Are you sure? Oh, okay. So we would lose out. I don't think that wood pile would go anywhere. You know what? We still have another day to go, and then a day and a bit. So we will, yeah, we'll see in... yeah, we'll see tomorrow whether we want to keep that or not. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and check out our economy. This is probably where we need to decide what we need. So we have timber production. Okay, so our sawmills are producing a fair decent amount, and then we have a couple of wood piles as well. Yeah, one of those will finish tomorrow, and we'll move over to the last one, so that'll still be a good 160 timber per day. I don't know anything that's going to be massively important for that. So you know what? I think... I've only got 43 steel. Do we have a way of producing more steel? I don't think we do. All right, so hang on a second. Let's see about building some docks. So they're only 25 wood per one, and I don't see us needing to... Oh, wait a second. We will have those loading zones and all. Ah, right. Okay, so... that is going to be manpower that we're going to have to spend. You know what? We're just going to see how it goes. We'll save the resources at the moment. We'll make a fishing dock over here, I think. That should be relatively in range for things. Yeah, and hopefully that won't penalize us too much. In fact, maybe having some more people wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Let's send our engineers to the public house. Motivation rises, that is good to see, and discontent has gone. I did notice in the tooltips that apparently if motivation gets low enough, they can go on strike our workers. So that is something we do need to be aware of. So we definitely don't want to drop down too far. Otherwise that may cause us quite some trouble. Oh, and apparently we can call on in. Okay, so a line of communication with the company, office in London, our source of additional manpower, advanced technology, and news. Ah, okay, so we have a logistical limit of 44, and we can call on in engineers, workers, and steam cores, and they're both worth, they're all worth different amounts. Okay, so how many steam cores have we got? Right now we have 3. But I think we can probably use them up relatively quickly. So let's go ahead and get a second one, and then... You know what? Maybe we want to have a second workshop so we can make our way through some of this tech a little bit quicker. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring on in 5 more people. And then... what do we want with the remainder? Let's just double check. We have 15 engineers, so we have... 5 in the... Yeah, we have 5 in the public house, which we could happily switch to being workers. We need... Yeah, 5 more people for the cookhouse. Okay, so realistically we need about 10 more people. Okay, so... Where was the... there we are. So we have 5 engineers, 5 of these, and then could we go for another 5 workers? No, we're stuck. Okay, so... I guess, what do we want? Do we just stick with slightly below so we're not overcrowding things? Although, you know what? A couple of extra handymen wouldn't be out of the question. That could be rather nice, just so we get some buildings built during the day. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I think we're going to go with 5 engineers, 2 workers, and a single steam core. We don't want to introduce too many people, as we are really low on food rations as it is. But I do want everything to maintain running. So let's go ahead and order a shipment. That'll take them a day to arrive. Yeah, that's not terrible. So let's go ahead and send off that order. And hopefully things will go well. In fact, oh, looks like some motivation increased. Okay. News from London. The line is open. Good work on setting up the construction camp. Now that we have a line of communication, use it to request resources. We will provide what we can, but be aware that your camp is not the only project we supply. There are 2 other construction sites in your area. Together, these 3 generators will secure shelter for the inhabitants of Liverpool should the worst happen. Their fate is in your hands. Do not let them down. Okay, we shall succeed, and now it says we can order resources, but I guess we're just slightly further ahead. Alright. That's all well and good. Oh yes, nice little beacon going on up. Very nice. That being said, I suppose it would be a wireless telegraph. It's not like they'd be blinking the Morse code over the lights. That would be a very tricky thing to do. But either way, it's nighttime. We have our people hanging around. Let's see what we gain from these hunters. We need food to be arriving ASAP. In fact, we're going to go ahead and, since we have no one sick, we're going to empty out the medical post and make sure that they're in the cookhouse so we can start producing some meals. We definitely don't want to be consuming raw food. That is a very inefficient way of dealing with things. Alright, so foragers have reached the reindeer tracks. Okay, a partially eaten reindeer carcass lies on a circle of trampled blood-stained earth. The tracks lead further. And we need you to search the area. Alright, keep going. There is nothing we can do here. Oh man, this isn't good. Okay, so it turns out this is rather difficult. So do we head to a nesting place, or do we work our way up towards hunting grounds? You know what? We're going to go and make our way over here. That's 12 hours, 13 hours. Yeah, we need to go for the quickest one, just in case. We need as much food to get back to our tiny construction site as possible. Oh, and we can even see the transport coming. Isn't that nice? Okay, so... Okay, given the fact that that doesn't always pan out well, we may need those forager carts fairly soon. Being able to move 50% faster would be nice. So would having another team be quite beneficial. In fact, we could even order in a couple more workers and then send them out so we don't have to pay for their... pay for them with things. So that could be alright. That would give us a little bit of help. What else could we do? I know we have workers on the wood pile at the moment, but I did see in our tech tree we have reloading stations. So it allows us to build reloading stations which gather resources piling up at the docks. That could be really nice. Yeah, the people who work there will transfer them to stockpiles. That would be a use of our steam cores, which would be something that we could go through very quickly. But I think it could also potentially be a little bit more efficient with our workers. Instead of having 15 on the pile, probably bring it down to 10. And who knows, maybe even get some upgrades for that as well. So we will see. Alright, Book of Laws. Time has come. What can we pass? Alright, so... bare knuckle bouts. Okay. Evening bouts will reduce discontent, but sometimes fighters will get hurt. Luckily, it doesn't say that anyone will die, so that is a good thing for us. No deaths. We could go for... We're not really dealing with sickness, so radical treatment may not be the worst. So what do we have? And I'm not seeing any sign of future... Yeah, we can't see too far down the tech tree, so I don't know if we're able to go from radical treatment care house to prosthetics. I'd assume we probably can, but again, at the same time, it's not a guarantee. And then there's also extra rations for the ill, although that may be a one that will go down both ways no matter what. In fact, yeah, I think we probably will. And then what else do we have? We do have our evening service, chapel, on-site burials and repatriation of bodies. We've had no deaths, so we're not going to go for this right now. I think what we're going to go for... maybe we'll go for comfortable quarters. Yeah, housing will only accommodate 8 people, but motivation will rise and discontent will fall permanently. So that's going to give us a great deal of leeway in the future. Now, if we were to do such a thing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 houses. That would leave us with 18 people unhoused. So that would mean 3 more tents need to go up. And you know what? I think that's affordable. Yeah, for the motivation increase, I think that this is a very easy choice. We'll go ahead and pop one of you here. Actually, oh, that one works. Okay, fantastic. We'll get one there. We'll put one here, and then... oh, wait a second. We wanted the chapel back again. Hang on a second. We need to build the chapel. That's right, because we had to tear it down to make room. Decisions. We could always make a second bathhouse at some point. Maybe we could go... we probably don't want to put it in here. That would take up around there, which is not too good. We can't fit in anything that I'm aware of. We could possibly just build this here and work our way around, and this would hit the majority of our houses. So you know what? It is what it is. We'll build that there first, and then we need one more house, and then do we go, yeah, put another one back there? Or you know what? Let's just run a path down here and try and save as much timber so we're not too excessively out of the way. So let's go across there. That should be fine. 4 wood's not too bad. And let's pass the law for crowded quarters. Yeah, that should be... Oh, wait. No, not crowded. Comfortable quarters. That was almost very bad. Alright, so 3 houses. That leaves us with room for 6 more people. I think we've got 7 arriving. Yeah, that is unfortunate. We're going to need to build 1 more tent. But again, we still have 18 hours before they arrive, so it could be a whole stack worse. Alright, no one's sick. There are a little bit of homelessness. People are being... Oh no, wait, we need to include... There we are. 1 more road, so they will be fine. I think all things considered, that's not too bad, and our motivation is getting really close to the higher end of things. Oh, and 1 person got ill, of course. Let's go ahead and recall 1 engineer, and we'll send them over here. Make sure that they are getting treatment. Apparently, we start with a 50%. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't know why that says it is so high, but I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Oh, and you know what? We can't even do an evening service because, of course, we don't have the food rations. Right. We may need to go for... Maybe we should have gone for the cheaper meals. Those are... What was it? Gruel, I think they called it? Yeah, that might be important. Looks like we've got 1 day's worth of coal left over. Yeah, this is going to get tricky. Yeah, we're going to need a whole stack of timber, so I'm not sure whether we really want to get rid of this. Not right now. But again, 1 problem at a time, I'm sure. So let's just keep on moving forwards. And you know what? In 13 hours, we'll have another engineer. Yeah, we can't do emergency shifts. Could we squeeze in 1 more workshop? If we have a little bit more timber, maybe. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to see how we go. We may have found ourselves in a very bad predicament here with our food situation. Yeah, coal's bad, food's bad. We could theoretically pop that one in there. That would fit in nicely. Yeah, we couldn't put that in there. I'm thinking we may end up putting in a second one there, but we will, yeah, let's just focus on our main concerns first, as we have a whole stack of trouble. Alright, so, you're unloading, that's good, that's 16 per hour, that's going along nicely. Alright, what have we got? Indignant engineer. Okay. An engineer complains to you. Sir, it seems I've been mistakenly lodged in a tent full of workers. Now, you see, I don't have anything against the workers, but they're quite loud and, well, they sort of smell. Could you make sure that I get moved on to an engineer's tent? Huh. Certainly, discontent will rise, or we have to make do and motivation will fall. Honestly, right now, I'd rather try and get that motivation up just to help our efficiency of things. We'll say certainly and let a little bit of discontent rise. And there you are. That is completely manageable. I am A-okay with that. And what's going on? Our engineer... Oh, he's resting. Okay. You know what? Oop. Let's make sure that we have a couple of people working there, and we'll send the other engineers there. We definitely want at least somebody looking after the ill. Otherwise, we're going to find ourselves in a whole stack of trouble. We need everybody to be at work ASAP. Alright, 38 minutes, and our hunters should hopefully be able to make camp. I'm praying that they do. So let's see. Nesting place. This inaccessible rock is a nesting place for numerous birds. The ground around it is covered with fish remains. Move on again. Oh man, that is So there's a lake full of fish and hunting grounds. I guess we just should have gone for the hunting ground. How long would that take? 14 hours? That'll take 17 hours. Well, at this point, we're going to go for fish. Highly inconvenient. That's also probably quicker to get our food, but it is what it is. Alright, how long on this technology? Because we need this food, otherwise we're going to starve. 2 hours? Okay. We're going to make sure that we pick this up right as that finishes, because we need to get that built ASAP. Otherwise, we're all going to starve. Luckily, no one's hungry yet, but I'm not exactly looking forward to seeing that get worse. Not at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and pause. Oh, no. Any second, there we go. Okay, fishing harbor research. Let's go ahead and build. You're definitely going right where you need to be. Let's get that up and running. Workers, in fact, yeah, in 15 minutes, these 15 will quickly race over there. I am okay with that. We will be fine. There we go. So that wood pile depleted. That wasn't even 15 minutes. That's fantastic. Oh, and we also have tech to investigate. So, yeah, I think what we're going to go for is... lighter design, they'll move 50% faster. I think that's going to be crucial if we have any chance of surviving. So let's go ahead and get that upgraded. We have barely enough steel, but I'll take what I can get. We have 10 workers there. That leaves us 5. Let's go send in a couple of workers there, and then you know what? I think we can send a couple over here as well. So we'll make sure that we have 10 workers available just so they keep on building. But we'll do what we can to progress some of these things. As long as we get rid of them, that's what I care about. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Nope. No, we got an event. Bathhouse, hot bath. Okay. Sir, an engineer came forward complaining that some people use the bathhouse for intimacy. Okay. Animals. With the wild noises that make it impossible to relax, would you put an end to this depravity? Okay. An engineer. Okay, I'm getting the feeling like these engineers are they pushing us towards a class warfare thing, aren't they? Okay, so motivation will fall, discontent will fall, discontent will rise. Well, you have 3 days to sign. You know what? We're going to go with a little bit of discontent, I think. We're going to say that it's none of my business. And, yeah, you can probably move elsewhere. Not that we have a second bathhouse at this point, but, okay. Dear goodness. Yeah, I really don't want to sign that into law. I feel like that's not going to be too good for us. But we'll go... Alright, maybe we do actually go ahead and sign the law. I don't know whether discontent will rise for us pushing ourselves down that way. You know, we'll say it's none of my business. I'm okay with a little bit of discontent, and we can double check the administration. If we go to the House of Pleasure... Oh, they can be employed. Okay, and that'll increase motivation. Well, you know what? I take that back. We probably should have gone ahead and made that promise. Not just would we have gained some motivation for fulfilling a promise, we would have also got the benefit of that being introduced. That's a pity. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, not everything translates the same from the other scenarios. Oh, that's alright. Okay, well, people are getting hungry. This is bad. Why are we not building? Going to build any time would be good, because we need you to be fixing this up now. Okay, people are finally arriving. Okay, this is good. How long does this take? About an hour? I'm good with that, although we're not going to get much work done. And that's the end of shift, and we don't get the food. Okay, and now we're beginning to deal with the hungry individuals. Roll. Okay, everybody, you're working there straight away. That is non-negotiable. Yeah, I have no idea how much that's going to give us, but I hope it's more. Okay, and you know what? We're about to be out of coal as well in the next 12 hours. We're going to go ahead and switch this over. Yeah, I think we're going to need a stockpile for coal. Let's just double check. How much can we carry? 900. Okay, you know what? Steel pile, you guys can go to the cookhouse. Send our engineers over. We'll send our engineers over. Wait a second, why do we not have an... Alright, I hit the wrong button. There we go. That makes more sense. We'll finish up with that. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll produce coal. Switching, yeah, we'll stop unloading for some time. Yes. Okay, so that pile is still there. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us. Let's go ahead and sign it into the Book of Laws. I really don't want to go for the dodgy meals. Yeah, people who eat this will be discontented. It doesn't even tell us how much we get. Let's see. We can cook raw instead of full meals to feed more people with the same amount of raw food. Again, I assume that it's just the same as soup, so it'll be like a 2 to 5 instead of a 2 to 4 ratio. Motivation will fall slightly. Discontent will rise. It will cause discontent. And then there's cocaine pills. I don't like the idea of that. That sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen. Okay, so you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and yeah, we'll build a house of pleasure so that at least our motivation increases. Maybe that'll help us get us out of this bad situation. Discontent's not as bad. Yeah, no, we're gonna go for that, and yeah, we'll find some people who want to partake in that job, and we'll ship them on in. Okay, can now be employed. Oh, we already had the public house, so that's good. Oh, we can now have 10 people working there. Oh. Okay, well that's peculiar, but all right. Let's see, where are our workers at the moment? I guess we're gonna have to put a couple of extra workers over there. Yeah, I don't think we have much of a way around this. Also, too, I'm trying to keep a rough eye on how long the switching of resources over takes. I think it's roughly going to be about 2 hours, but yeah, we'll try and keep an eye on that. Right, well, the transport has arrived. We now have more engineers. That is fantastic. We're not going to get that extra workshop up at this stage, although we possibly could. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and create another one. We need some more tech more quickly if we're going to start. Yeah, if we're going to get our way through this situation. We'll go ahead and path that on in. I think that should be, yeah, that is the smallest amount necessary. So we'll get that done. And then we'll send in the engineers there, and our extra workers we will send here and try and increase there. Okay, we've got a couple of customers. That's nice. Fantastic. Oh, and yeah, we'll get those engineers working. All right, hopefully that pans out fairly well. In fact, you know what? I changed my mind. We're going to send another 3 workers from the cookhouse and employ them where they can. Yeah, just make sure we're getting the absolute maximum increase to motivation and discontent reduction. We do need one more tent, so we will go ahead and create that right about now. That won't fit. Oh, that's ever so close. And yet so far. That is an annoyance. Let's go. We'll build it as far across as we can, even though that's not necessarily the most optimal. And then let us see, that would be 3 timber, or we could go 3 timbers either way. 4. Okay, so you know what, we're going to work our way around. That will be good enough. Yep. Okay, that should deal with our homeless issue for that one fellow. That should be all well and good. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get sick. People are going to start getting hungry, but hopefully in the early hours we hear about a food source and start working our way out of this terrible situation we've got ourselves in. All right, come on, what do we got? The lake is teeming with fish. Dozens of birds hunt them, swooping and diving in the water. Please explore and find us. Okay, thank goodness. There's plenty of fish in this lake. We could stay here for a few days and catch them. Yes, absolutely. We can set up camp here to supply raw food to the construction site. Yay! We have food. Set up camp. What do we get? The camp will be working for 8 days, delivering 80 raw food every day. Okay, well, we get a shipment in 16 hours. My goodness, that's going to take forever. Yeah, I definitely see us wanting to get that technology for more groups so we can have people out and dealing with things. Oh, and what have we got? Now that you have the basic infrastructure, it's time to start with the construction of the generator. Build a profiles, manufacture, and produce 8 structural profiles that will allow you to set up the shaft structure. Okay. That is good and all, but that's still way out of the realm of possibility right about now. Oh, and we even have a construction overview. Okay, so what do we need? About 4 days ahead of schedule. Okay, that's not bad. I will take it. Let's see. 8 structural profiles. That's good. We'll then have build the foundations. That'll cost us 10 and 10. 25 and 50 and 50 and 20. Yeah, total cost of 60, 45 and 60. Okay. Oh, with optional upgrades. Well, isn't that just nice? A riser system for an extra 10. What is that? Steel composites. Overdrive for an extra 25 steam exchanges. And heat vents as well for extra composite and exchanges. Well, that is cool. I do like that. That is, oh, we even have a safe, unhealthy, harmful, dangerous, and deadly. Yikes. Okay, so obviously we want to keep things as safe as possible, but we will see. But you know what? I think that's where we're going to have to call things for today. Yeah. So if you do want to see more, whether we can dig our way out of this terrible situation, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.